Hey folks, it's me, James, and I'm up on my roof again in sunny Soho in London. This is a short masterclass in crow pose, offering some tips and tricks that you may or may not have come across before. I'm going to assume that you're already warmed up. If not, pause the video, do a couple sun salutations, warm up your wrists and your shoulders before we start. You also might have a yoga block with you that could be helpful, but it's not essential. Let's get going. So we're going to start off in a squatting position. So coming into a low squat, have your feet a little bit closer together actually. So rather than coming into a really wide position, have your feet a little bit closer in, toes turn out slightly, hips open, knees open. If your heels come to the floor comfortably, go there. If not, don't worry. Keep your heels up, lift your chest. Bring your palms together. And for a moment, can you press your palms in against each other? As you push your palms in, do you feel your chest switches on a bit? Feel that. You feel your chest, you feel your arms. You might also feel there's a little bit of something happening deep in the abdominals. As you press the palms together, do you feel the belly firm and toned slightly? There's a connection between what the shoulder blades and the muscles underneath your armpits are doing and your pelvic floor and the lower abdominals. Those two movements go together. So when you press the palms together, think about scooping in a little bit through the lower belly and drawing the belly button back. Let's try that. Press the palms together, scoop the belly button in, draw it back. Hold for 2 or 3 breaths, and then release. Shake out your wrists. Bring your palms together again. Let's do that one more time. Press your palms together. Scoop the belly in. And this time, can you take your shoulders away from your ears? Slide your shoulder blades down your back. You now might feel muscles under your armpits switching on even more. So palms pressed together, shoulders back, belly button in slightly. Keep all of that going on and turn your palms forwards. Spread the fingers, keep your shoulders moving down. Notice how strong the shoulder girdle feels right now, really steady. We're going to recreate that in crow pose. So I'm going to turn to the side. For first version of crow, we're going to bring the inside of the knee onto our triceps. Place your palms a little bit in front of you, fingers spread, elbows bent. Start to let your elbows reach out slightly, bend your arms so you create a little shelf. Lift your hips, and can you bring your inner knee to rest on your triceps just above your elbows, so you find that shelf now. Okay, pause. Once again, push the palms away, scoop your belly in, same as before, and draw your shoulders back. Do you feel your neck gets more free? So keep your shoulders back. Hold here. Take 2 or 3 more breaths, shoulders back, belly button in. Not lifting up yet, just feeling strength across the upper back. And then coming back down into your squat. So I tend to teach crow with the image of a turtle. So sometimes when we come into crow, everything bunches up. The scapula feels like it's lifting off the ribcage a little bit and it becomes more wobbly. Also, your neck feels a bit rubbish. If you draw your shoulders back, your head kind of pops out, your neck lengthens, a bit like a turtle. So that sense of turtle coming out is quite helpful in your crow. So let's try that again. Going through those same cues, palms come down, hands about shoulder width apart. Bend your elbows out slightly to create a shelf. Inner knee onto the triceps. Push your hands down, scoop your belly in, shoulders away from ears like a turtle. Now start to squeeze your knees onto your arms, but push your arms back into the knees, dynamic tension between the elbows and the knees. Think about looking forwards a little bit now. Take your turtle head forwards. Feel the weight come into your hands. Press your fingertips down, hold. Scoop in, round your upper back, and come back down to sit. Shake it out. So your hips and quads and your arms get alternating breaks in a crow practice. So your legs cook a little bit here. So if you're feeling like that's enough, continue practicing at this point. However, if you feel like you're ready to start taking up one foot or coming forwards a little bit more, you might decide to find your brick. Now, when you're using the brick, what I'm going to be thinking about doing is bringing my forehead, not my nose, my forehead onto the front edge of the brick. What that means is my brick needs to go quite far away. If I have my brick here, you might think, yeah, that looks about right. I'm going to lift up, and I don't want to take my head down because I'm never going to get my feet up, and I don't want to smash my nose in. So actually, I need to take my brick further forwards than I think. Same cues coming in, squeeze in, round, draw shoulders back. Think about going forwards rather than up or down. Go forwards, maybe bring the forehead down, lift one foot, maybe both feet. And if you feel steady, maybe lift the forehead off and lower back down. And just play with that for a couple times. So coming in your own time. And just those same cues, really push the ground away, press the fingertips down. Maybe the forehead rests down, shoulders back, 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 back. Maybe one foot, maybe two, maybe forehead off the brick. Take a rest when you need it. So take a moment, have a breather. Crow is one of those things that is as much about repetition and practice as it is about strength. Generally, if you have enough strength to hold chaturanga, if you can come into a chaturanga and keep your body nice and strong and supported, generally you have enough strength for crow. It's more about getting weight in front of the wrists. If you think about a pair of scales, if I want to get those scales to balance and to hover, I've got to take a bit of weight into the front of the scales. Otherwise I'm going to get stuck like this. So I need to take my head forwards to get the feet up. It's more about counterbalancing than really forcing everything up through brute strength. So coming in one more time. If you feel confident, you might not use the brick. But again, really push the ground away. Scoop the belly in, shoulders back. Squeeze your knees onto your elbows and press them back. Take your head forwards like a turtle. Maybe one foot comes up, maybe both. If you're up, hold it, shoulders back, big toes together. Lower down when you're ready. So you can continue to play with this a little bit. There's lots of different tips and tricks to get into crow. I think for me, the most important thing long term is to really work to prevent you dumping into the front of the shoulders by drawing the shoulders back, and to really think about scooping up and into the front of the body. If in doubt, just think about the turtle. Head goes forwards rather than up. And that tends to align a lot of the different areas in the body that are useful for crow. So I hope this has been helpful. Write a comment below if you have any questions. Let me know how I can help you further. Enjoy your practice, folks. Thank you.